You're listening to Big Facts with Big Bank and DJ Scream.
Coming to you live from First Class Sounds. You know who it is, DJ Scream. Big Bank is here, Baby J. This is Shot Jones and OG Shantae. And this is another episode of Big Facts Friday. What the hell going on, everybody?
What's the deal?
Nothing.
Been good?
Chilling.
That shit over every time.
You diss my energy intro, so I'm trying to be calm. You just looked at me like, what the hell this nigga talking about? Everybody good though?
Yes.
Can't complain.
Fantabulous.
It's amazing. Life is amazing. Today we want to explore a word.
Yes.
And we'll get deep into it. I think it'll be a good conversation. And that word is tradition. So would somebody like to elaborate on the definition of tradition?
The textbook Saltine definition of tradition is the transmission of customs or beliefs from generation to generation, or the fact of being passed on in this way. An example is every shade of color is fixed by tradition and governed by religious laws. The second Saltine definition is, in theological terms, a doctrine believed to have divine authority through not in the scriptures. Now, the Urban German definition of tradition is, hold on.
Tradition.
Is
Urban German definition.
Peer pressure from dead people.
What?
I am screaming.
That's
A nigga
tradition?
had to have written it.
No,
Yeah.
that's not what they say.
Peer pressure from dead people. Which, if you think about it, it makes sense.
No,
but
it don't.
No, it
whoever-
does.
They do though.
Yes, it
Peer
does.
pressure from
You gotta
no.
Oh,
You
you're talking
gotta
about some
think.
old shit.
Peer
Nah,
pressure.
not basically saying like, what would they do?
What would they
Yeah,
do?
yeah. This shit makes perfect sense, but it just
Real shit.
really
Because
blunt
that's where
and
the
straight to
tradition
the
come
point.
from, all your ancestors.
Yeah.
You're right. Yes, you're right.
I
It's some
am
bullshit when they wrote, but
screaming.
is that true? Like,
That's true.
But not peer
cause
pressure
you gotta
though.
think, my grandma has passed away, and she one tried to put the traditions in us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
But how they wrote that, some bullshit, but it's fact
But
though.
it's straight to the point.
But why you gotta be peer pressure though?
Basically
Because
saying
people trying to make you feel
So-
like if you're not doing things the traditional
Traditional
way,
way.
then you're doing them
so
wrong.
this opens
That is
up the
true.
whole
That
platform
is
for our
true.
conversation. So tradition, when it comes to how you live and how you govern your relationships and how you raise your kids and how you carry yourself as a person.
Or as a woman or a man in relationships.
Yeah. Is tradition is it
I think not following the tradition fucked up everything.
I think so too.
From the beginning. Like, we take it all the way back from when we got over it.
Where did this we talking so now we talking
No, that
slave ship
tradition-
to here.
Even before that.
Slave ship to here is what we talking about.
Even before that.
Even before what?
Even before like
The slave ships?
even before the slave ship, back in the day you used to have to the daddy used to buy the child or some shit like that. Like, your daddy used to give you to the other person's kid. You know how they said, do you know what I'm talking about? Like when they put the relationships together?
Or how
Don't hunt me. No.
You
Y'all
lost
got
it.
me. Back in the day, right? If I had my family right
What
here.
day?
and
What
I
day
had-
is this? What day is this?
I don't know. Back in the way
She talking
back
about the
then.
color purple
And
movie.
Jade is my daughter. Jade is my
Oh, yeah, back
daughter.
before
Bank
Christ.
and Shantae.
Oh, yeah, give your kid away.
Because I got business with Shantae, I would give my daughter to that family. Like,
like a dad
fucked up.
presenting his daughter for marriage. Or some shit.
Yeah, that's back in the day. That's how
Okay,
it was.
so
You
this-
didn't even choose who you wanted to be with.
So this is what my thing. I was thinking like more along the lines of like how traditionally back in the day, like women's quote unquote place were to be homemakers, were to stay at home, take care of the kids, cook the food, wash the linen, fucking scratch the man's dandruff, all that kind of shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I am screaming.
basically take care of all the home stuff and not have a life of her own not be independent.
The word is domestic. Right.
No.
Yes, it
no.
is.
Yeah, being domesticated, yeah.
Domesticated. That's the word of all that. That is the
Yeah,
word.
but it's really technically like being a slave.
So that's what we're talking about today.
That's not true.
Well, it can't necessarily be a slave because they provide.
Really being submissive, but that doesn't make you a slave because you're being submissive. No. You like to do that and all of that. That doesn't make you a slave.
No, it doesn't make you a slave. Right. But when you're
really
doing it against your will.
Yeah, against your... If that's...
Yeah, I feel like
if you're being forced into that, then like...
If you don't want... That ain't what you want to do. Like, this what I got to do because... This is what women supposed to do.
But that's what...
Yeah,
that's
or this what I got to do because this nigga's paying all the bills and taking care of me.
Well, I'm saying, but what if the nigga on the other side said, I don't feel like paying all the bills and being traditional?
Somebody that wants to do it isn't a slave, but somebody that doesn't want to do it is a servant.
Man, sometimes in life you're going to have to do some shit you don't want to do, but it's just tradition. It's what keeps shit right. That's what we talking about.
Yeah, I think that would fuck.
Because what did the man say? Fuck it. I don't be traditional and do all this.
It's a lot of bitches. I mean, it's a lot of men out here that's like that.
For
it's a lot of niggas that sit around and don't try to get no money to take care of their family.
I'm not gonna debate that. You're right, but that don't make it right.
That is fact.
Yeah, you're all the way right.
And that's what's fucking with the community. I'm just saying.
So you think the community is fucked up because we don't have the traditional standards in men and women anymore?
Absolutely.
I think there's been a role reversal, like today, of what men used to do and what women used to do as opposed to what they do now. Like, because now, today, in this day and age, a lot of the women are the breadwinners for the family. As opposed to, like, back in the day, it was unheard of for a woman to even think about making more man than the money. I mean, more money than the man. More money than the man. You see what I'm saying?
I get it. I'm just saying that when we started to get away from these traditions and we were having a little powwow before the cameras start rolling, if you look at the 70s and the 80s and the 90s and you moving forward and how we became comfortable with certain, in my opinion, bullshit, it fucked us up.
Exactly.
What is wrong with the man?
What bullshit are you speaking?
What is wrong with the man?
At the same time, too, though.
Huh?
I think it fucked it up and helped it at the same time.
No, we
Everything
progressed.
is a gift and a curse. because if we
Elaborate.
stay with the traditional cars.
Yeah, that's.
I'm just saying, like, we just gotta say what shit is.
Wait,
y'all get what I'm saying?
No.
We talk about
just
more
traditional
family
clothes.
Yeah, we talking about
like family structure.
We talking about more family structure.
We talking about progressive fashion.
He said
you don't
the
have
cars
to stick with traditional fashion. You don't have to stick with traditional.
Cause do you want to hear traditional rap?
No, it's good.
No, we're talking about like traditional morals and values.
We talking about family.
I think that should just go on forever though. Traditional morals. You got to stand on some kind of morals and code.
That's what I'm saying. And when you
people gave up on,
so it start with. All right, we'll let that slide. It's cool. We can do that now, even though we used to not do that. Oh, we let that slide too. Next day, you let everything slide.
Right. Facts.
And next thing you know, you in the house with 3 kids and y'all having threesomes in the back room.
Wait, where are we jumping? What is going on here, guys?
I agree with Brother Bank. I think crack was the beginning of fucking everything up.
Oh shit!
Crack.
Man, take this shit off, man. Just take my mic off, man. So I can hold my shit.
You say
what is wrong with you?
How you take it? Just take it off. Take it off. I screwed the whole shit.
He just had a whole temper tantrum. He had a whole temper tantrum in the corner.
What is wrong?
It's straight.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Look at
Bank Mike problem.
shit leaning, bro.
just tighten it.
Hey, yo, we need a GoFundMe for Bank Mike.
We taking all donations. New Big Facts Mike. Look, scream like somebody talk. Reporting live here at First Class Sound.
So you think the crack generation changed?
I didn't say that.
I do because I'm gonna tell you.
Wait, the crack generation changed what? Bring it
I'm
back.
just finna just keep it all 100 with y'all.
All right.
Before us was our parents, right?
Uh-huh.
And they was smoking this shit. I said it before. They smoking the crack, right?
Okay.
Cause the crack era, I was born in the 70s. So before that was the crack era came in the 80s and the 90s, right? Right. Them our parents was our age. Mm-hmm. So that the cool shit that was going on was the crack. Mm-hmm. And snorting the powder, like how the cool shit is the pills and the lean now. Mm-hmm. Right?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, fact.
Okay, so they get on the crack, that shit fucked them up, and we see how that do them.
Yeah.
And we fucked up, broke, going to school, holes in our shoes and shit.
Yeah.
But by us selling the crack, now here come the disrespect to the old people. You in front of the old folks' houses, disrespecting the old folk. Mm-hmm. They saying, get out in front of my yard, you still out here.
You selling to
That's
your
when
own,
the disrespect
and
started.
You selling to your own
going against tradition.
Yeah, going against tradition, or you hide things like that from elderly people. You respect them at all costs. So we going against that by disrespecting, selling dope in front of their house, whatever we doing. All right, bam, fast forward. We take care of our kids to the max. We make sure they get the best of everything because we had nothing.
Right.
Make sure they get the best shoes, the best clothes. They the freshest on Easter. But the whole time we spoiling them. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We fucking them up some more.
Yeah.
And they see us disrespecting the old people by just even being out here, not even cussing them out or whatever.
Yeah.
Or
just trapping.
Just trapping, just doing shit, playing music loud, whatever.
Drinking.
Yeah.
Everything just started to magnify as you see it as kids. You know what I'm saying? So now they generation snatching old people out cars and shit. You get what I'm saying?
And that's why.
And they got an entitlement. Some of them got an entitlement. What you call it? Personality. Because we gave them so much because we didn't have shit.
So we kind of corrupted them.
They were spoiled and didn't even know they were spoiled.
Right.
And the whole time we sacrificed raising the kids by being in the streets.
We thought that
trying to
the
get
best
that
thing to
and
do.
raise them with this shit.
Yeah. And to overcompensate for the shit that we didn't have when we were little.
Facts. That shit started
around
that time.
Let me ask you this then. If that's the case, then what do you see for this next generation that's babies now? Like as far
I
as
don't know the future shit. It might get back on track right now.
Okay.
It might get back on track. I don't know, but that shit ain't looking like it.
Has any generation got better?
No, hell no, it ain't did nothing but got worse.
Because it's just like me, these days and time, the young generation, they not hustlers. When we came out, we had to hustle.
We ain't had no choice.
Yeah.
But we made them feel entitled.
Yeah, but
fucking them up. Give them
instead of like
everything.
Your parents was your parents back in our day.
Yeah.
And you had a grandparent that was a grandparent, like
Yeah.
A big mama.
yeah.
And you also had
these
neighbors.
days the grandparent kids. Like, me and my grandbaby best friends almost. She could tell me, no, stop, whatever. Don't do that, granddad. She can say whatever she want to say. Like, we did the same shit with our kids. Like,
Back
we more
in the day,
of a friend.
you couldn't do that.
We more of a friend instead of discipline.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And that shit, that's fucked up the tradition.
Back in the
but
day,
do you
you see
think
all the
that-
kids walking in a straight line behind to your grandma.
Bro, get your ass in there. I mean, get your ass in there. Anybody older
I'm saying,
than
you see they ain't running around.
But do you think that has fucked up because nowadays the grandparents are a lot younger and so much closer in age to the kids and the grandkids and shit like that? Because you know, back in the day, like our grandparents used to be 70, 80 years old.
Sure, but
now the grandparents are like 50 and shit.
Shit
40,
different.
50.
That shit, back in the day, kids,
And single.
kids couldn't even talk.
and
The
single.
kid couldn't even be in the same room while grown people talk.
Facts.
Yeah.
I think
Boy, you get your ear slapped off for hearing something.
that is
You
definitely
ain't
true.
gotta say that. Where we from, bro? You better not even hear that. Oh, you ain't hearing something? Come here. Oh, you can hear, bitch. Bro, I'm telling, bro, we were everything. Bro, my girl, that little kid, your ass trying to hear something.
I think
Make
we
your
also
shit ring.
forget. I think we also forget back then times was simpler. Like we didn't have all this media. We didn't have all this access to so much stuff. Back then, like I know for us growing up, it was like you go outside. Like whatever you played with outside is what you had to deal with. You outside, you don't come in the house unless you have to pee.
Yeah.
Nowadays, the
Be
kids.
outside, nigga.
Yeah, right.
Come and holler at
Drink
you.
out the
They
water
exposed
hose.
to everything.
But
They
nowadays
just got
they exposed to so much. It's so much going on, and then you got the mamas competing against the homegirls, and then now they kids competing against each other, and then now it's like this cycle of like more so material things.
Facts. Them facts.
Like I
Now
think
they
a
got
lot of
little
people,
babies shaking their ass on Instagram and shit.
like who kid is the flyest? Like you got 1-year-olds
Shit,
with all
like-
this crazy shit
like,
because
come on,
everybody in
man.
competition.
Like, you can't even go to school to learn.
No.
Because, not real shit. because of how you dress, you can't even go learn.
No, that's so true. I was at lunch with my homegirl
That's why
today, and she was telling me that her daughter asked if she could wear her Balenciagas to school, and her daughter's like 12 years old.
Yeah.
And it's like nowadays, like little kids feel like they supposed to go to school fresh to death. Like I see little kids with Balenciagas.
Prom the new.
And you know, if an adult can't big shoe it every day, you know these kids definitely
man,
can't.
listen, the prom the new wedding. I saw them prom pictures. This, what the hell?
But when we was going to school, you couldn't even wear them dresses.
At all.
Like they wouldn't even let you in prom with that shit on.
Prom no
crazy.
change. My daughter went to the prom.
Yeah, that prom different.
Man, these little girls out here going to the prom looking like they getting ready to go do a hosting.
No, big facts.
For real.
Yeah.
Like, that
For
shit
real.
is unbelievable.
Yeah.
We grown everything.
Phantom.
Man,
Ain't no restrictions.
Phantom Bentley.
The schools don't make restrictions no more.
Can't
It
restrict
go off the
nobody how to come
parents,
to prom.
though, bro.
Yes, you can. Schools
Like,
definitely.
You can't come with that.
No,
little
they had that when I was in school.
Listen, what happened when you try to make with kids? When you try to do that shit, they gonna sneak it anyway.
No, they not. They won't let you in prom.
But
They
back
can
in our
sneak that
day, but they be
dress.
standing there like,
No, go home. You can't wear
Right.
that.
Like,
When I was at
you
prom,
and
they
your mom
did
finna get
that.
in trouble.
I feel you.
They be like, put your hand on the side of your leg.
If it just split longer than that,
All right, no, you
outta
can't
here.
wear it.
Your whole back out.
So should we be pushing tradition?
Man,
We
who?
should,
You know,
but I don't think it'll ever go back. But you know what? I don't want to blame our generation for why these kids like this.
go ahead, speak
These
up.
kids
You
like
should,
this
but
because
go
you
ahead.
can't even whoop them, yell at them, cuss at them, and nothing. And the police gonna come. You abusing them.
You're not supposed to do that stuff in public. That's what's wrong.
That ain't true. Hell no. You can't do that shit in
Back in
public.
the day,
I
dude.
grew up.
cannot.
You say something crazy in the grocery store, you getting your ass smacked down, and wish somebody would say something.
They
Yeah,
will
we
come
gotta
to
stop.
Yeah.
We gotta stop telling people what to do with their kids.
You can't
You
tell
just
me.
need
But
to
you
mind your
cannot
business.
yell at your kid
No, I
or whatever
feel you.
in front of the police. I have gotten threatened about that.
I feel you, but we gotta stop telling
That
people
ain't
what to
kind
do
of
with
shit
their
that
kids.
is. I ain't
That's
know
what I'm
about
saying. This is
that.
my kid. I know
definitely.
how to deal with my kid.
Yes.
No, yeah, you
You
getting
tell me how to deal with
police.
my kid.
You got people
None of that.
policing you on how
I
to
remember
police your
goddamn,
kid.
boy, my
shit,
grandma,
take us both.
my grandma beat your ass so bad, boy. You better not say I did that.
In front of the police, though.
And I'm talking to your teacher now. You gotta go to school daddy with your neck, bro. Head bleed everything. But I
You
fell
don't
off
know
a
who-
motorcycle.
Yeah, I feel that.
This shit a car wreck. Your ass go to school. Why you be doing shit to get a car wreck ass whipping? Like, you know, I'm trying to kill you. She telling you, boy, I'm trying to kill you.
Ready?
You wanna die. You I'm trying to kill you.
What'd you say, Bank?
I said I gotta go straight.
You gotta go.
I leave my wife and everything, but I gotta go.
Oh, that must be serious.
Yeah, I gotta go take care of some business.
Come on, Yat.
Day. Y'all finish this shit out, man.
Come on, Yat. Bank will be back before you know it.
Yeah, this is good.
That's what we're talking about. Tradition. Tradition.
We a little ratchet, y'all.
Yeah.
I mean, this big facts. This is big facts.
Right,
This is what
bro,
it
that's
is.
all I'm saying, bro. I gotta go handle this business, bro.
Stunt double bank.
If I start my short, I guess.
What okay, so tradition. So we talking about tradition, right?
Tradition.
And we saying that basically, you know what I'm saying, like we done got away from tradition, and we think that a big because of that, that's a big part of the reason that shit is kind of like fucked up. Now, some people will say tradition is, what's the definition again? The urban jerban?
The urban gerban definition is peer pressure from dead people.
Yeah.
What?
Basically, peer pressure from people.
Your
who
Oh yeah,
are
the
here
ancestors.
to
Okay.
live your life a certain way. But what we were kind of getting at is that, damn, like, the more you get away from tradition, it just kind of gets away from how certain things are supposed to be. Maybe not everything. And then we started naming examples of that, and that's where we left off.
Right.
So we're talking about tradition.
Yeah, I feel like tradition kind of falls in line with morals and like, you know, how shit is established and whatever. But like when you start accepting certain things as the new tradition, then you kind of goddamn open the floodgates for a whole bunch of other bullshit to come in. You feel me? So I feel like if you start, if like y'all was talking about like how kids used to not even be allowed to listen to grown folks' conversation. Okay, now they sitting in the room listening. Then they go from listening to participating, then from participating to arguing back with the adults and shit. Now these motherfuckers think damn like they own the set like yeah, like we equal. When at the same time, like, cause I've heard so many times where the new generation of parents would be like, "Oh well, you shouldn't talk down to your kid." Well, the kid, I'm not gonna argue with no kid because I know you don't know shit. You haven't been through enough shit to know anything of what we're talking about. So you can't tell me that we need to be having a conversation. I'm about to tell you how you got me fucked up, and this is how shit is. Now, do parents abuse that power sometimes? For sure, that's what anybody in power will do. But 9 times out of 10. I'm not going to side with a kid over an adult because adult probably knows what the fuck they're talking about.
Right.
No, I don't agree with that. Because
Me and Shantae over here.
yeah.
I'm saying 9 times. I'm saying not all the time. Not all the time. I'm saying 9 times out of 10.
Like supposed to be telling their kids too much.
Yes, because they
Like, what's telling that kid too much?
So this the science behind it, and I really want to know what everybody think. I think the science. Let's say you got a mother-daughter, right? I think the science is you want to be so close with your kid so that they won't keep shit from you. But on the other end, the more traditional thing was like the parent was up here and the kid was disciplined, but they'll be scared. Like, I can't tell my mama that. Exactly. So do you want the type of relationship with your kid where they'll keep it from you?
Exactly.
Or do you want the type of...
Are you saying that it's impossible to have both?
It is.
It is.
It really is impossible to have both.
You can try to create a balance, but it's impossible.
You can't be your kid friend.
Because when you try to have both, you lying to the kid. And when the kid get older, they figure out who you really are. If that makes sense. Again. When, to me... You can't do both, because when you do, you're lying to the kid on who you really are, because you're like this.
Are you an authority figure or a friend type shit? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Are you my homegirl or my mama? You know what I'm saying?
I agree, y'all. Yes,
well,
because
speak on it, but I just don't see how you can do both.
Because I have a younger sister that's 15 years younger than me. She had no clue on what a fucked up, I ain't gonna say fucked up. Well, what I'm trying to say is my dad did things. Him and my mom been together say 15, so that's here nor there. Mm-hmm. So they butt dialed her. My mom did, and she was all upset. And it was like, why are you so upset? Like, this is okay. Yeah. But because she really didn't know her parents, you understand what I'm saying? It was just go to school, do this, do that. She got a bachelor's and everything as a teacher. She's not that. She works, just with the college and was taught for so many years and was like, oh, I won't do this.
If y'all would have told me, then
right, because she wasn't living her truth on who she really is. She was just going by, this is how this is done.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. But she couldn't tell my parents, oh, I don't want to go to college. This ain't what I want to do.
That is a big part of it too, because in our generation, like, we were raised like shit. You goddamn go to high school, go to college, get a job, and die. Niggas not doing that shit no more. Right. Like, I've got 2 degrees, and I'll be like, college, if you don't really want to do that shit, you ain't got to do that shit.
Yeah.
And that's tradition.
And then again, tradition in respect to like pushing career and fashion and everything forward. I agree. Let's not just hold on to this tradition because that stagnates us. But tradition and family, I'm just telling you, more traditional families, maybe not all of them, tend to be more, it be together.
And I think, to kind of go back to what you were saying, and what your initial question about like mother-daughter, like, y'all know I got Chance, and like, Chance like my best friend, but I think, because I grew up militant. Like, my mom is like so militant. I grew up, my mom military, police officer, all of that. So I grew up very militant. So a lot of stuff that I did in my life, like my best moments in life, I kind of had to hide from my mom. Like, she didn't know because she was so structured, like super, super structured. So I agree with you. Like, well, I agree with y'all with certain things. Like, your kid gonna hide certain shit from you because you just so tradition. This is how it need to grow. Fear. Blah blah blah. It's the fear. Right. Like, when you put fear in your child. When it comes to me and Chance, I in my head I have it to where, you know what I'm saying, Chance don't scare. She ain't scared of nobody. I don't want her to fear me. I don't want her to fear nobody. Like, I don't want her to fear anybody, because I figure if my child feared me, you can use that fear that she had for me against her. You could be like, if you don't do this, I'm gonna go tell your mama this, and this, and now my baby's scared, and now you done got her to do some other shit. Now she ain't scared of me. She ain't gonna give a fuck. She could come and tell me whatever. Like,
now, how you think that play out though? It is different phases.
I mean, it is now.
How you think it's gonna play out in adolescence?
Well, in my, like, again, because she's a baby right now.
Yeah,
in my head, the balance would be discipline, right? Like, even though she not scared of me, I still let her know, bro, I'm not your friend. So it's still like that balance of like discipline. Like, I'll have, like, Cash been at the house where I didn't have it with me and Chance going at it, we having fun or whatever, but I got a certain tone, and when I hit and Chance know, like, okay, this, she mean business, then she snapped to like, this is where we need to be at. This is where we need to be.
Like with me, like, just for instance, like with me and my parents or whatever, my mom was always the one that was the talker. Like, she believed and, you know, talking things out so that she could hear your side of the story and, you know, we could figure out a resolution so that it wouldn't be that fear of coming to talk to me. My dad, he was like a spanker to a certain extent, but he was also like the cool dad. Like, even though he was, I knew like, okay, don't play with this nigga when it comes to certain shit. I still knew that like, okay, I could still like tell him anything. I could still talk to him, whatever. So like when I got older, especially like with me being an only child, they made sure that, you know what I'm saying, there was that balance there. So I wasn't like the spoiled brat only child. I wasn't like the little bitch only child. You know what I'm saying? And I also wasn't the fucking loose cannon that was having sex and doing drugs and, you know what I'm saying, all that kind of shit, because I was rebelling against whatever it was that they were trying to get me to do type shit. So I feel like just taking little parts of like all the shit that y'all are saying or whatever, that it's very important to have a universal understanding with your kids as a parent, so that they can know, like Shantae was saying, that they can come and talk to you about anything, but at the same time, bitch, there are boundaries that you know not to cross. Right.
No, that's well said. Every situation gonna be different, and I just feel like someone's kid, they should know that's their kid.
They know best.
It's not gonna work.
Exactly.
Not gonna work across the board. It's not one way across the board. But tradition.
I was gonna say, I have a question. When do you think that based off of tradition, being that we're talking about tradition, do you think that a kid with both parents will have it easier in life or have a better chance at life than a kid being raised in a single parent home, whether it's mom or dad? I think
there's a lot of value to a boy having a father and a girl having a mother.
Question. I have a backup question. Can I? Okay. Boom. Do you feel like it's more beneficial now with having both parents and this household is unstable versus having a single parents when they're co-parenting and there's no issues?
That's a great follow-up question.
I feel like this.
Any unstable is
I feel
worse.
like the first part of your question, I feel like having both parents can be a gift and a curse, because it can, you know, make you wholesome. You can have both parents, like a man and a female perspective when you need advice on things, but it can also kind of cripple you from the real world, because you like if you have a really good 2-parent home, they're going to try their best to kind of shield you from certain things, and that shield may in turn prevent you from knowing how to deal with certain aspects of life. And when it comes to the unstable shit, I feel like any unstable home is a detriment to any child, whether it's a 2-parent unstable home, a 1-parent unstable home, a cat, rat, or dog, or, you know what I'm saying, whatever. Like any type of turmoil is going to have a traumatic effect on the child, period.
Yes, agreed.
I got another one for y'all.
Keep another one.
another one. So do you think that when parents are going through like really tough times and the house is chaotic and it's just a whole bunch of drama and it's bullshit, do you think the responsible thing is for them to one of the parents move out, or B, give the child to somebody else in the family until they figure out their situation?
No, hell no. Hell no. You'll never get your child up.
And I don't think one should move.
My question, hold on. I'm not mean like give them up like sign custody over, but be like, okay, go to grandma's house for a little bit until mommy, daddy figure this shit out.
Well, there too, but not for no month or 3 or
because
some.
Because I feel like some kids may internalize that
you don't want them.
Yeah,
they did something wrong to make them have to be removed from the house.
I was just about to say that.
And that's you don't want to fuck your kids up like that. And I feel like say what the fuck you just said again. Say what you just said again.
That's what she said.
No.
It was
said
another
sending the kid away or split
one
up.
person leaving.
Yeah,
I don't think anyone should move out because they get used to living on their own.
Right.
It's hard to come back.
Right.
Yeah.
It's hard to come back.
Or go off off to the grandparents' house.
What
The
the-
kids off.
No, but she was saying
No, I said
one
either
of the
send the
parents
parents,
leave.
either one of the parents leave, or just send the kids.
I don't
so
think
you
the
can
parents
fix
should
it.
pick up unless it's like some sort of major abuse or major type of something that is really gonna like fuck up the kid
if
even
it's
more.
major
If
abuse.
it's just some shit where y'all are trying to figure out the bills or you know what I'm saying, some shit like that, man, the kid needs to see that because when they get older, that's gonna teach them how to problem solve and deal with life.
And if you move out, you
Like,
just
you can't
only
run away
running.
from your problems
Yeah, you
type
only
shit.
running away. If you move out, if you like, well, I'm gonna go get a place because you got the sign for it.
And then the
That's
kid-
true.
and
yeah,
then
3
the
months,
kid-
6
Right.
months. That's
And if y'all can't pay these bills, how the fuck y'all finna pay for another place?
or if you can, you still giving that person
A
like they're
crutch.
not married.
Yeah, exactly.
Like the marriage is like you live here, I live there.
Facts.
And then
So-
the kid will internalize that too. Like, damn, why they left? Instead of just like you said, like sending your kid off to a family member, like, damn, they must not want me. But if I'm a kid and I see, damn, my mama left or my daddy left, well, shit, why they leave? Because that's as adults we can think
Or
about
shit, maybe,
different
like,
scenarios.
When I have kids, I don't have to have a man or a woman, or you know what I'm saying. That it could be all kinds.
There
of
was
shit
actually a
like,
video that was
make
posted
them
a few
think.
days ago about
The little eighth grader?
the 8-year-old that said, well, I don't want to have a husband when I grow up, so I can get child support. These
I
kids,
love
that.
these
Just
kids are really
Repeat
learning from
and
a
repeat.
generation that grew up thinking that shit. Like, and that was passed down from another generation because you literally couldn't have a father in the home, or you get your support taken. For your government support taken. So to hear that shit still being like 8-year-olds saying that shit in 2022 is like, damn.
But then that's wild because government support and child support are two different things, though. So she just automatically assuming that her baby daddy gonna be not shit. If you think about it, because government support.
But
is
he would
different.
have to be a shit in order for him to be able to afford child support.
No, you could be
No,
not shit.
hell
You
no.
could
They
be
put
not
your
shit with
child
a whole
support. I
bunch
know
of money,
broke.
bro.
They'll still try to child support you with no income.
No, but what I'm saying is
They'll
the
put a
little
standard
girl,
child
The
support
little girl was saying that like she was just finna.
She just
come up
repeating.
and live
She just
off of-
repeating what she heard.
She don't know how child support. She don't know how child support works.
Right.
Yeah, she
was
just
definitely-
repeating what she heard somebody saying.
Because then the lady
Yeah.
in return asked her, so what about your husband? Like, you don't think it's better to have a husband? She was like, why would I marry him? I don't know if he on drugs or da-da-da-da. So it's like, okay, little girl, you don't even know that you talking about
So solutions. So back to this. So should we be pushing tradition, or should we just crash out and say fuck? Like, what's our
I think we should be.
I think
Tradition
we
keeps
should
you
be
safe.
pushing.
live your life for sure?
Yeah, because I have a question when it comes to tradition. What tradition? Tradition
Family
to who?
tradition.
But no, what I'm saying is tradition to who or what? Because some people
and a woman having a woman's role, that tradition.
But what is a man's role and what is a woman's role?
So a man should provide. I think every woman in here agrees a man should provide.
Oh, yeah,
So are there
Most
things that a
definitely.
woman should do?
Be submissive.
That's what I'm
No,
saying.
a woman should be what?
And then y'all. And then
Submissive.
What's that word?
the submissive word is so touchy, but it's not as bad as it
Like,
seems.
what you mean submissive? Like,
Because
what? If you pay off
let's
all the
take
bills, what I
an
gotta do?
example of submission, right?
Can a nigga crack that spritz open?
You can do whatever you gotta do, man. You big homie Kodak.
You're gonna drink a warm spritzer?
Hey man, I've done wilder.
There's
Shit,
there's
you think, big homie?
there's moments,
Rock
right?
out with your cock out, big homie.
There's moments if two people are in a house, right? Where one person will retreat because the other person is just better at.
Certain things.
That's all that submission is. I'm gonna step back and let you do this because you do that better. I'm gonna get the fuck out the kitchen, or I'm gonna get. That doesn't mean I can't cook or I can't do this, but I'm gonna get the fuck out the way because you're better at it. It's not submission. Is not slavery. It's
Okay,
not,
so basically what
Hey,
you're saying
here's this
is that
fucking
a
whip
woman,
and-
because the man pays
know what
the
I'm
bills
saying?
better, a woman should be submissive and step back and let him do that.
No, we didn't say
That's
that.
what you just said.
That's not what I said. I said there are moments when two people are together that you will submit and get out of the way because the other person is
Does
better.
it better, right?
I feel
That's
like this.
it.
I feel like when it comes like to the bills paying shit or whatever, I feel like if
We're talking
You-
about natural roles.
Natural.
Naturals.
Natural roles.
Well, no.
that-
Okay, let her talk. No, let her talk. No, I think I see where she's going. Let her talk.
I feel like if you guys have come to the conclusion or made the agreement with both of yourselves or whatever that okay, the guy is gonna take care of the bills, he's gonna pay for, you know what I'm saying, a majority of the stuff or whatever. I feel like as a woman, and y'all correct me if I'm wrong or if I'm tripping or whatever, I feel like as a woman, there are certain things that you should automatically do.
And if that woman gonna watch you put it all on the line to support your family and can't submit to you to some respect, you probably need to get the hell on. You're all right. That's all I'm saying.
I agree.
Like, why would it be like, even the other way around? Like in a woman's role, you have to, whatever the role is. We're not saying that the role is the same in every household, but it's like support what they got going on. Because
if if my nigga is risking his life or risking whatever to take care of me,
and time out real quick, not and risk your life don't necessarily always mean the street aesthetic. Risk your life is like, it could be stressful as a man, just covering, working 2, 3, whatever it is. Yeah, that's part of it. But go ahead.
If he's doing that, and I have agreed to let him do that, then there are going to be things that usually he might have had to worry about that he's no longer going to have to worry about. Like, he's not going to have to worry about having dinner. He's not going to have to worry about
is that too much that wants some food?
Waking me up in the middle of the night. I want a sandwich, or I want some eggs, or I want some fruit or something. I'm finna get up and cut the fruit. I'm finna get up and fry the eggs. I'm finna get up and do whatever. Like, he's not going to have to worry about coming home to a dirty house. He's not going to have to worry about coming home to a fucking...
But I have a question. But what if you're not a cleaner? And what if you're not a cooker? And what if you're not a this? And he just... Hold on. Let me ask.
What if you a busy bitch?
Hold on. Yes, that's what I'm just finna say. And what if
I'm not a cleaner, I'm going to get a maid.
Okay.
If I'm not
That's
a
what
cooker,
I'm saying.
I'm gonna get a
he's
chef.
He's providing the money, saying I want dinner. Here's the money. Just make sure my house is clean.
Screen. When you shaking your head, it's like you agree with Jay. Like, I'm gonna climb out my bed at 2:00.
Yeah, that's
and making some this. No,
if the black man ain't worth getting a sandwich 3 a.m, fuck the black man.
But what if she had worked?
No, what I'm saying,
I guess I'm
saying. Hey, shit. I can't get no sandwich. I ain't worth no sandwich. You ain't worth no flowers.
Nigga can't get a peanut butter jelly sandwich.
Hold on.
You want a Birkin, but I can't get a sandwich.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Hold on.
I can't get a grilled cheese, but you can get a Birkin.
She's not a cooker.
No, that's fine.
So if she's not a cooker, she can get you a grilled cheese, but it's gonna be from the maid.
Hey, you fucked up. It's 3 a.m. You are the person that runs this household.
Okay.
I don't cook. That's
I have a question.
You should have told me at 10 o'clock so I could have got you some Uber Eats.
Thank
you see what I'm saying? We're saying the same shit, but what I'm saying is you can't, like, that's just wild to me. And that's the part of tradition that don't make no sense. Because I think that a queen should be showered and given flowers and spas and taken care of for all the things that she does for her household. So why the fuck the man can't get the same?
I have a question though.
What's the?
See, I'm a natural.
What is he? No. They don't like when I have questions because y'all know I'm coming with the bullshit.
Bullshit.
Right.
Yeah. Fuck your question. I got a question.
Right.
Exactly.
Well, go ahead. Ask your question.
Hey.
Fuck your question.
All right, what was y'all fucking?
Ask your question, grilled cheese. Ask your question, grilled cheese.
No, not grilled cheese.
Grilled cheese Johnson.
Listen, let me just say this out there. I'm not waking up my sleep to make nobody no grilled cheese.
But if he providing for the house, making sure the niggas is straight, he ain't got to worry about nothing. He can't get a grilled cheese.
Why should he have to do it for you? He's gonna have limitations with you.
Hold on.
I'm not doing this. I don't get up to do some shit I ain't want to do. This is my wife. I'm gonna get up and do it.
Hold up.
To make her happy.
I have a question.
Okay, that's not a
no. Respond
to the topic. You're changing
Respond to the scenario first. Respond to the scenario first.
You gonna cook this down grilled cheese when we done with you.
Provides for you. You don't got to worry about nothing.
So listen, I don't have to come to Big Fat. I don't have to do none of it. I don't have to work.
You don't have to do anything. But if you want to, you can't. But
you still have your freedom to do your wants.
I'm super straight.
But see, even that super straight shit. Go ahead.
Listen to this. So like, I'm super straight. I don't have to worry about nothing.
Complaining. You're not complaining
at all.
The necessity.
Everybody can find something to complain about.
The necessities are taken.
Still find something to complain about.
The necessities are taken care of. Necessities are good.
But all I got is
you're happy.
Question.
But
you're happy.
So
you're not waking up to make this nigga a sandwich.
I mean, but it's bigger than the sandwich.
It's bigger than the sandwich. It's
like if my nigga
I gotta wake up with Jay to make a sandwich.
I was gonna ask what Cash just said.
What?
So if he take care of you, he do all this, you straight, you don't have to do nothing. You saying yes, I submit, basically.
You don't have to do
Shy ain't gonna submit.
You ain't gotta do nothing.
That's cool to say
you don't
you're
have
not.
to do nothing.
You have to live
I'm
your
saying
truth.
you're straight.
But you're not going to get the same energy.
Are you gonna submit?
I think we just need to break down submit.
No, we can't break down submit.
You
can't break it down. Now, all this would have been avoided if you would have just made the damn sandwich.
Like, all I can think about is eat the cake, anime.
Bread,
all I can think about
meat,
in my head.
mayo, cheese,
my
bread.
Bills, I gotta eat the cake. Like that's
Bread,
all I'm thinking
meat,
about.
mayo, cheese,
No, but
bread.
it's like I'm not like what I'm saying is like.
So if I'm sleepy, hold on. My question is this: if I'm sleepy in the bed and you say, "Hey, baby, can you make me a sandwich?" and I say I'm sleepy.
How you tired and you ain't doing shit?
You But hold on. But
She's
wait.
tired.
What you say, Shantae? What you say, Shantae?
You sleepy? You not sleep? You just sleepy?
Sleepy, not sleep.
Drowsy.
You know what?
Tripping, man.
I'm making a sandwich because
Y'all tripping.
I'm about to get jumped. I'm making a
It ain't
sandwich
jump,
and I'm
it's
gonna ask you.
The reason
do
you get a
want
good
ham?
night's sleep is because of this nigga.
Do
And
you
he
want
can't
ham
get a
or turkey?
sandwich.
Do you want ham or turkey?
You got a nice air conditioned home, nice
You
clean
supposed to
bed.
know all of this. You supposed to know how his sandwich supposed to.
Oh shit, Shantae, whose side you on, Shantae?
Is this a fucking pickle?
Shantae.
It's a pickle on my sandwich.
That's all I'm saying. We gotta support each other. We gotta support each
Hold on,
other.
no. Ask a question.
No, my question was this: in the midst of all of this, in the midst of my husband is providing, Jay waking up making sandwiches and shit. Are we still busy bitches?
Hey, Jay.
No, my question is this.
I'm gonna take care of my nigga. My nigga can ask me to
But my
get up and clip his toenails. I'm gonna do
And
that.
guess what?
I'm not
Your
saying I'm
nigga
not
gonna take care of you.
I'm not
for sure.
saying I'm not gonna take care of a nigga. What I'm asking is this: am I still the busy bitch that I am? Like, for you a house girl and you ain't doing shit, but at the house while this nigga making money, of course you make a sandwich. But if I'm out till 3-4 o'clock in the morning, we both walking in the door at the same time because we both tired.
Hey, guess what? Hey, guess what?
If we still doing that, I'm still doing that.
Hey, guess what?
Hold on.
Guess
What you about to say?
Let me say something.
Real quick, because it's my choice, then I still gotta make the sandwich, or we can't rock.
I'm still making it.
It ain't got nothing to do.
Why we can't rock, paper, scissors,
You're looking at the situation all wrong.
Why?
Listen,
Shot, that's fucked up.
Same time.
if
I
you
can work 3 jobs. I'm still finna make my nigga a sandwich if my nigga asks me to make
And
it.
you just you going out doing you tired from doing bullshit. He tired from taking care of the family.
It ain't bullshit,
You
I'm
gonna make the
working.
sandwich because it ain't about the sandwich, but if you needed something from bank, he gonna do it for you.
Exactly.
It's not about the sandwich.
It's bigger
Are
than
you
the
locked
sandwich.
in, or are you kind of locked
The sandwich
in?
is a euphemism.
Right, I'm
But I'm
gonna get him a
saying
sandwich,
because- okay,
some
if he
drink, some chips, the whole
Sandwich is
shebang.
soliloquy.
My question is this, because y'all said
The
wake
sandwich
up out
represents
the
the
sleep.
struggle.
I'm still stuck at the wake up out the sleep. So what I'm saying is that we both tired, because I was working and you was working. Granted, you probably pay all the bills, but I probably take care of like insurance, make sure
But
the
you're
kids
not
is good
looking
and all
at it
that.
correctly.
But
You
that's
might
asking a
listen to what I'm
question.
saying.
Can we rock, paper,
You
scissors,
might
sandwich?
no.
Tape.
You might want something from your other that he don't feel like doing.
But he's gonna do
it because he's locked in with
knows
you.
or feels that you're gonna do the same for him.
Right.
It's like a give and take.
I'm tired and I got some shit going on. I could be emotionally, mentally fucked up, and I just need a sandwich and some water. I just want to feel like somebody love me.
So you gonna wake her up?
I might not even want the sandwich.
Right. Will
I
you
just
do
want
it?
to know, like, what
Will
is
you
doing
do it?
for me?
Because if it was the exactly.
Y'all talking about a fucking sandwich. Now you talking about conversation. I'm saying
If you ain't gonna make the sandwich, you damn sure ain't gonna talk to the nigga.
No, my question. You just had this rough ass day.
You and your nigga need to break up. Like y'all.
Me and my nigga super straight. Me and my nigga super straight. He know.
He gonna watch this like, damn, I can't get a sandwich.
Right.
I'm just trying to figure out what y'all logic is.
Babe, you say you're not gonna make me a
Bro,
sandwich?
you
The
walk
logic-
past the kitchen.
the logic
you walk
is
past
this.
the kitchen and come to the
No,
bedroom.
this-
to wake me up.
No.
To say, hey,
That's not what
make
happened.
sandwich.
That's petty.
No.
That's not what happened.
Y'all made it seem like
Y'all
you
are
came
both.
from work.
No. Y'all are both laying down. Right?
Okay,
It's 2 or 3 in the
paint the
morning.
picture for me.
Y'all might just be up, kind of falling
Just
in
in
and
it.
out of it,
Okay,
talking
cool.
or whatever the case is.
We both up.
Right, you're correct.
You're
But
not sleeping.
he said, I want a sandwich, just like you could have said,
I got you.
I need
get up. Now,
a scrambled chunk potato Waffle House motherfucker right now.
I'm not gonna ask him to do
God
that. but
damn, I
got
don't
you.
want to go get this chunk. Let me go get it.
That's different. But
It's not
I think
different.
y'all. No, I'm with you.
I left the
agree.
house. to
I
get
agree
the
with
chunk
y'all
and
now.
scrambled
We agree.
And smothered, whatever it is.
We agree. I think when y'all had me fucked up was you didn't walked in this house, you didn't finish working, you tired.
Nobody ever said that. You created that. You created
I did
that.
create it. And y'all
I ain't that petty. I'm not gonna walk by the kitchen to come to you and be like, bitch, go get my sandwich. Like, that you created that.
I definitely
wake up,
created
sleepyhead.
that. I was going off of what Jay was saying. I wake up out there. She said I wake up and make my nigga a sandwich. So I was like, wait, we waking up? Make sandwich. Didn't I look at you? I looked at you like, hold on, I ain't about
Jay
to
gonna wake up, make them JD cake, boy. That nigga gonna be shit. Motherfucking red velvet motherfuckers.
Listen, I need to learn.
I made my nigga a quiche, whatever the nigga asked for.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
I'm finna get on top of that.
That's tradition.
Because I'm not finna let another bitch do it.
Because exactly. And guess what? If the relationship don't work out, Jay know I did everything I could.
Yeah.
So if he fucked up, that's on him.
Yeah.
I did everything I could.
Fact.
You ain't got no excuse.
And it's vice versa for men. They're gonna do everything they can to make sure the next one not doing more.
Yeah, exactly.
Because if you filling all them check marks and then shit, she still leave, you're like, shit, that's just nature.
Bye.
But
so that puts in the question, should you go into relationships all in?
Ooh, we want to do that? Let's do it.
Fuck it.
I think shit, that's a whole nother episode.
I think I do that. Yeah. I think I go in everything like that though.
All in? You tell the motherfuckers shit straight up?
Yeah, I ain't got time to like
front.
try to remember like what part of my life I told you, what part I kind of skipped past. Like, so I just figure, fuck it, I might as well tell you. I don't care.
At some point you get tired of telling the bitch your favorite color.
No, I don't even do that. What the fuck, nigga? You be asking bitches favorite colors and shit?
They be asking me.
This is why. Here we go, Kodak. Here we go. You know what? That episode.
The spritzer.
We about to kill. Yeah.
The spritzer.
Now you starting because last time you said the girl rolled off of you and
and then you did tweet something.
What I tweeted?
Nah, the other day you did Instagram that you was done with these hoes or some shit like that.
My relationship changed. My relationship status changed by the hour.
Yeah. What happened? What's going on now? See, that's another one rolled over.
Nah,
that's too much.
What happened?
I'm in a good space now, man. We got the Yam Cam Central going live. Yeah.
He ain't getting no pussy, y'all.
Whore.
Nah, man. I might need to get one. Get a strip pole.
What were we talking about?
Tradition.
No. What Cash said something.
Oh, Cash says so.
What you say,
do you go into a relationship
all in?
Off top, all in?
No.
What you mean? Halfway?
You can't.
No.
Wait, and when you're in a relationship, by that time y'all know each other and y'all should be all in, right?
A relationship can start like day one. It might not be like a serious relationship.
Even when it comes to like doing
the first day you meet someone, a relationship starts. No, I'm not talking about that.
It don't have to be girlfriend and boyfriend.
Someone day one, the friendship starts.
The
relationship starts. You might not be.
I thought y'all when she said
like title.
I thought she meant like once you decide to be
we
together.
Go together.
That's what I'm saying. Once you decide to be together, I'm all in, and we might as well at that point.
But see, I'm one of those like I want to go all in people because I just want to. I'm a lover and I'm a nurturer and you know what I'm saying all that. But I had to learn like this, and I don't joke or laugh, but this is another thing that my grandma told me, and she always taught me: when you do too much for people in the beginning, they fall in love with your hand and not your heart.
Facts.
So
that's a big fact.
Facts.
It's hard to tell whether or not the love is real because you started off doing the most, so it's like it's hard. It's hard, like, to understand, like, whether or not they really love you or they fucking with you because of what you're doing for them or because of you as a person type shit.
No,
but does all in actually mean that it has to be material things? Can all in just be?
No, I'm not talking about material shit. I'm talking about fucking doing little shit like
making a sandwich.
Yeah.
Waking up out your sleep and making a sandwich.
Or making a sacrifice for them that you wouldn't have normally done. Like out of the ordinary, or for any other like regular,
or just being open to them.
Yeah, there's no better feeling in a relationship or a friendship or anything than security. So some of these are like tests of security. Like I'm secure as in I have someone I can depend on. Yes. So it's not about the act or whatever. It's just about this is who I can depend on.
No, that's
this is who I might not be able to depend on.
Right.
Because they might be more of a selfish person. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that. That's just a personality trait, but there's nothing like having security.
Big fact.
It's like job security. It's like anything. Like it just gives you peace of mind. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what the actions ultimately is about. And they come from tradition.
Do you think people, do you think, speaking of tradition, do you think with tradition people love, do you think people get married for security or love when it comes to tradition?
It could be a mixture.
Both.
A mixture.
It's,
Both.
yeah,
It could be a
both.
mixture. Yeah.
Both.
There's nothing wrong with seeking security. Security and stability is good. It could be good. It could be, for some people, boring. Like, I think there's a difference between security and like monotony. But like,
What's monotony for people?
monotony is just the
Monotony
same shit
is
over and
the
over.
same
We
shit
eat
over-
dinner
Yeah.
at 5 every day. We do the
Like
same
there's
shit.
no differentiation in your routine.
It's just that. But that works for
okay.
some
But
people.
some people, that's safe.
That works
Some
for some
people-
people.
some people
They do
like
it for
safe.
years. Some people do. But if you have one person that wants to be that way and another person that doesn't, then sometimes that can be a whirlwind.
That's gonna
like,
clash.
You got the wife
Somebody that's like super
you got the wife that's
spontaneous.
looking
and
for
then somebody
excitement.
else that just likes their schedule and they want shit to be the same. And then sometimes they go above and beyond it to where it's like, well, I don't even want this shit to change on Friday or Saturday or Sunday. I want this shit to be how it is every day. And the person that seeks more flavor in life
Right.
might get bored. And
That's when people start stepping out when they experience new shit.
yeah.
I got one more question, y'all.
Yes. Final
Do you-
question.
Do you think tradition can change, especially since we're talking about
Yeah.
tradition and all the old time and that was a long
Well,
time ago.
It
Well,
has.
But nowadays
Well, it has.
you got
It
people
has.
that's
It
into
has.
like
It
pop
It
and-
evolves. I think
Yeah,
evolve
evolves.
is better than
Yeah.
change. Yeah, it evolves.
With
Like
the
I said, I'm
time.
glad that traditionally we don't do some of the same things we do like just in the world. But I just think that the tradition of the family structure, this and that, and some parts of that shit is just not the formula for it. It ain't working. It's fucked up.
What you say about the poly
People
shit?
is fucked up.
You
It ain't
think-
working.
You think that's you think that's a good tradition for society now?
What?
The poly
Same one?
lifestyles?
Yeah. No, well, I don't think it's.
I'm looking at JJ. No, you know what?
I don't
I'm not
judge.
doing that.
I
don't
feel like-
judge
either, but I'm not doing that
or
shit.
whatever.
What?
Poly.
The poly having more than one wife and all that shit.
Well, it can be more than one husband too, can't it? Or is that something different?
Yeah.
That's gay.
What?
No, I'm talking about women having more. Oh,
No,
well.
poly relationships is just basically like polyamorous relationships. Just more than one person.
When a man has 3 girlfriends or something,
No, well, it could be a man can have 3 girlfriends, or it could just be like,
open.
yeah, like kind of.
I feel like this.
shit.
I feel like, man,
They just
I'm
believe
all
that you
for
can love more
like
than one person.
secure relationships and all that shit, but whatever else you got going on outside
It's
of
your
me,
business.
I don't
I don't
want to
judge.
know that shit.
You don't
So
Don't
you
let me
wouldn't want to
find out
know?
about it.
Yeah, that would.
Oh, I got a really good question.
No.
If somebody's cheating, you wouldn't want to know.
That ain't got
You
nothing
wouldn't
to do
wanna
with
know?
tradition. That's a whole.
No, we just running on it. You wouldn't want to know at all if somebody was cheating.
I don't think so.
Yeah, because that will make you. Now you got to
I don't
react to
think
that
so.
shit. It's kind of like say if you had like a bush in front of your yard and there was a bunch of termites in that bush, but they're not doing shit. They just there. Would you want to know there are termites in front of your house?
Oh, would you want to know? So like you start panicking about what?
Yeah, like Jay got it.
We understand. We still was looking at you like.
No, it's the same.
It's the term ignorance is bliss. That's
Yeah, like would you want to know?
I think for me, I for sure want to know.
the truth shall set you free. That's
Yeah, I
that's
wanna
how I
know.
live.
I would want to know.
I want
I
to
wanna
know. The
know.
truth shall
Tell
set
me.
you free.
Tell me.
If I'm,
But you
if
better
I-
tell me before somebody else tell me.
Yeah, you
why I
on.
want to know.
Yeah,
You
if-
better
for sure
run.
tell.
You better mouth.
But
You
if-
better not-
That's what I mean, like-
$200.
But if it never gets out, then shit.
It's gonna
It's gonna get out. But just know it better get out from you before it get out from anybody
I
else.
see what y'all saying, but like if it never get out, then shit.
It's gonna get out.
You can never cheat.
Because
the rest of your life.
you're not gonna cheat one time and get away with it. You're gonna continue to cheat until you get caught.
And then even if you don't get caught, and when you die, you gonna get caught at your funeral. All these hoes at your funeral. Now you gotta come on, y'all.
Shout out to the hoes. Shout out to the hoes at the front.
Nah, but I mean, I just feel like when it comes to, and you can like people can say what they're gonna do and what they're not gonna do all day long, but I just feel like when it comes like primarily speaking on relationship, when you really love somebody, it's kind of hard if you really love this person and y'all really love each other and y'all got like a lot of shit going on. It's hard to leave, for lack of a better way to put it. So it's like, I guess my question would be is, would you want to be in a relationship with somebody that you really love, that you know that you're not going to leave with the knowledge of all the extra shit that they do? Or would you want to stay in a relationship knowing that you're not going to leave in the blind to all the shit as long as you're being respected enough for it not to be brought to your door.
That's the same question.
Yeah.
She said, "How is it respect?"
You said.
I mean,
you think that if a person cheat on you,
extent, if it never makes it to you,
you think a person cheat on you is disrespect?
Yeah, he trying me.
I'm just asking a question.
No, what I'm saying is, I think it's
we ain't gonna get you started, Cash.
A form of respect if you never find out about anything that person has going on. Like if that shit never gets to you, then they definitely respect you enough to be able to.
Or they just
take
super
the necessary
good
steps to consider.
Yeah, I'm saying, but what?
Or what if they just
This is a whole. What's the fine line between deceit and respect? Let's not get deep into it because that might be a whole different thing. But deceit versus respect, because it's deceit. Like even if take the relationship out of it. What if it's your home girl, home boy, and you just never find out?
Because it's different for a relationship versus a friendship.
So let's say they steal some money from you. You never find out. Is that respectable that they didn't tell you, or is that deceitful?
So you can't compare that to fucking with a bitch and me never find out you fucking with this bitch, as opposed to stealing money from me.
Yeah,
that's two totally different things.
Them fucking with the bitch ain't that's not directly hurting you. Like it's cheating, but you taking money from me, nigga. You're literally taking money from me.
Okay. You don't think that's directly hurting your reputation?
I think it is. Yeah.
Who cares about reputation?
I'm just
speaking.
And when you cheat, you don't care nothing about no reputation.
I'm saying.
But like she said, but if it never gets out, if nobody ever finds out, hypothetically, if nobody ever finds out,
it's okay if nobody ever finds out. That's
shit.
my
It's
final
not
question.
okay.
If a tree falls in the forest, don't nobody see it.
But if it's a situation where, because let's
I get what you.
Let's
I
keep
get
this
it.
shit tall and keep this shit all the way 1,000.
Right.
Most people that have been in relationships for a really long time, that have been together forever or whatever, when they have situations going on, they deal with them privately and go on about their lives. Like it's not like every relationship is perfect. Right. People go through shit, they deal with it and move on and get over it.
Jay-Z,
but at the end of the day,
sure.
would you rather go through a relationship with somebody that you know that you're not going to leave with the knowledge of all of the extra shit that they're doing so you can worry yourself to death? Or would you rather go through it with them doing whatever they do, and at the end of the day, they have enough respect or enough, just take respect out of it. They have enough sensibility to do whatever they need to do to take the steps to conceal whatever they're doing so that it doesn't come to your doorstep and you don't have enough knowledge of it because they care about you that much.
So now you're not stressing.
Now you're not stressing.
No,
essentially,
essentially that's Jay-Z, Beyonce. Essentially, allegedly.
I mean, when you put it like that, Jade, I guess I would rather.
Because if you know you're not going nowhere and you know you're not going to leave, I'd rather be able to eat my dinner and fucking still be able to fuck with this nigga than to fucking not be able to eat, lose weight, and be sick all the time because
but you're not
every
gonna
other day is some
shit
shit coming to me.
Right.
Then I know I'm not going to control and I know I'm not finna leave this nigga.
But you still, to me, you still would want to know because
you gonna find out.
Not even if you find out, because like she said, they have did everything to make sure you don't find out. Right. But it's just, to me, it's just one of those things like other people know. I don't never want another person know what's going on, and they know, and I don't know.
Yeah, because the word is ridicule, right? That's ridicule.
Yeah, like
I don't rather being the butt of the joke.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
I want to know.
You walk in and. Everybody
you walk in the room, everybody know that he just left for another
what's going on, but they know they better not say that.
It's like
because it's gonna be a war if they do. But you the joke.
Is that verse?
See, putting it like
that. Listen, is that verse? Ignorance is bliss.
No, that ain't ignorance.
Ignorance is bliss. I don't agree with it. I don't like it. I would want to know. I feel you, but ignorance is bliss.
That is true.
If there's a snake behind y'all right now, y'all know it. Yeah. Y'all at peace. Now, as soon as y'all know that snake back there, y'all up here like this, and y'all.
So look,
but you make peace with it. If you make peace with your situation.
But see, back to what Shantae is saying. What if it's a situation where the same way the nigga covered it up well enough for you not to know, don't nobody else know either. So it's not like you're the butt of the joke because shit, nobody else.
So
knows
just
either.
them two know.
Hell no, somebody knows.
How this go? How
she gonna tell her homegirl, somebody.
Hotel.
She got to.
Ain't nobody.
The excitement
Uber driver.
is I'm with
She
her
telling
man.
her homegirls.
Yeah,
That's the excitement. I'm with her man.
And that creates ridicule.
So,
But it's
And then
soon
soon
keep that
she
shit zipped.
Soon she get to it with her homegirls, the homegirl gonna tell everybody. Soon she get to it with the homegirl.
They ain't got to get into it. Her best friend, she gonna tell.
Yeah.
Yeah, that creates ridicule.
We want to know, Jade. As you sit at the house,
Is it?
and make sandwiches.
Is it?
Shante want to know.
Is it ignorance is bliss, or is it the truth shall set you free?
The truth
On
says
the next
Because
Big
the
Facts.
truth says set you free, but it may not set you free. They're giving you a choice on if you want to stay or not.
Or if you want to be free.
Right.
And if you know
Because
the
they're
truth,
forcing
then
you
can't
to
be
me
free 'cause you're in
to stay
mental
if you don't
jail,
know that.
wondering
That is
who
true.
else this nigga is fucking around on.
Ignorance is
And what
bliss.
else is this nigga doing? And when is he doing it with? And what all that shit.
Ignorance
Man, I
can
ain't
be
got
bliss.
time for that shit. If I'm finna fuck with this nigga, I'm finna fuck with this nigga. I'm finna understand this nigga's like a rental. My time.
Not a rental.
My time.
So you ain't. So if he a rental, you not in it for. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, like let's take.
No, you had said what you said was. I know I ain't never leaving him. I'm always be with him.
Jay say these hoes for everybody.
You know, no.
But see, like, okay, so
that means he can't be a rental.
Okay, so let me ask y'all this.
If he a rental, fuck that nigga.
My philosophy is with certain situations is that I can't worry about what somebody else is doing when they're not on my time, and that's really made life a whole lot easier.
Don't stress about it.
Like,
Don't try to.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not gonna be able to change it. But okay, if I was to get married, then that would kind of change things a bit. But at the end of the day, if I'm marrying a nigga, like I don't make those type of commitments lightly. So if I'm finna marry this nigga, this is somebody that I love for whatever qualities he's shown me or for whatever reason. This is somebody that I plan on spending my life with, that whatever comes up or whatever happens, we're going to figure it out. We're going to work it out. So it's like, shit, it is what it is. Like, we'll deal with what comes when it comes. Now, if it's too much shit coming, my nigga, we going to have to we gonna have to break this shit up.
Right.
But are you still gonna make the sandwiches if y'all going through trouble?
You and them damn sandwich.
I just want to know.
You gotta make the sandwich because it don't cost you nothing to make the sandwich. Go downstairs and make the sandwich, nigga.
Yeah, like
make me some cereal while you at it.
I don't know, the sandwich shit. Like I'm a do.
But let me tell you something. When you made that statement, when I get married, I'm gonna make sure I take that. Is no rule book to marriage. You don't know you're ready for marriage until you get married.
Yeah.
You're not gonna know until I don't care if you 45, 55. You're not gonna know you ready for marriage until you get married and some shit come up. Right. That's when you gonna know if you ready for marriage.
This the final little question for real. What is cheating the worst thing that can happen in a relationship?
No.
That's for the ladies.
No.
What's worse?
No.
A child.
No.
A child.
Not to me. A child is not the worst. The worst for me.
Outside.
An outside child?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's not the worst for me, an outside child. To me, is when I don't feel protection.
Yeah.
That's the worst for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When it feels like you're sleeping with the enemy.
Yes, when the protection has gone away, even if I feel like, I ain't gonna say the enemy, but I'm sleeping with someone that's just really, really mad at me or whatever, I still want to feel protected.
Yeah.
Once the protection is gone, you don't care if I get hit by a bus or whatever, then we done anyway.
Yeah, there's nothing left.
Yeah. So for me, protection.
Okay.
Okay, Shantae.
Yeah, big Shantae. Filling in Big Bang. Okay.
That's another episode of Big Facts Friday. Make sure you check us out to www.bigfactspod.com.
Salute.
You're listening to Big Facts with Big Bank and DJ Scream.